ihmeellistä tämä maailma. Kaikenmoisia häkkäreitä niskassa ja kohta alkaa internetin maailmasta laulamaan Nikon tuloa.
Ja nyt taas kuuluu, eli tästä lähdetään eteenpäin niin tällä kentällä kuin myös kansainvälisesti netissä. And here we go again, live here at Lojo. This World Cup competition and also live stream. You can follow, welcome to follow the live stream broadcast here from Finland. World Cup round 1, second competition, middle distance. Live broadcast has started here, or is starting in these moments. Situation here at the finish is so that Tatjana Ryabkina leads with the time 33:48. Just ahead of Adriane Benjaminsen, Nicole Ekeven-Scherve, Virpi Nurmi and Josephine Kjærlund. Gap is a little bit under 2 minutes from Ryabkina to Benjaminsen. And next one we are waiting here to finish is Galina Vinogradova from Russia. Vinogradova, who was 6th in the sprint on Thursday and is there on the last control. Here she comes, Galina Vinogradova from Russia, fighting for the 7th place and is also going to take it. Vinogradova could race, but the gap to Ryabkina will be over almost 3 minutes at this moment when she is finishing today's race. Vinogradova here at the finish and time 36:22 and the 7th place. Same time we are waiting for Ingrid Myhre to come to 1.2 kilometers. There we have so far that Sara Hagström is leading ahead of Tatjana Ryabkina and Marianne Andersson, but Hagström has made some mistakes after that, but Myhre has started well at that place. Tatjana Ryabkina leads at 2.6 kilometers, and now we get a good time for Ingrid Myhre at 1.2 kilometers. She is there 1 second faster than Ryabkina. And same time, Sara Hagström from Sweden is pre-warned to finish. Is approaching the finish here. Hagström is 1.5 minutes behind, leading Ryabkina at the second last control, and soon here in front of our eyes. She started well, led by almost half a minute after 1 kilometer, but then a small mistake has caused so that she is 1.5 minutes behind, leading Ryabkina when she is now entering the field here. Sara Hagström from Sweden going to take the second place at the moment. Ruotsin Sara Hagström lähestyy maalia, menossa nyt kakkoseksi. Alun huippuavaus, taipunut muutamaan virheeseen, mutta nyt mennään kakkoseksi. And here she comes, taking the second place. This Swede Ryabkina will keep the lead by time 33:48. And now Hagström 1.5 minutes behind, last 30 meters to run. And she takes the second place. Good race also from Sara Hagström, Sweden. Final time 35:29, 1:41 behind, leading Ryabkina. Ryabkina has led the competition from 2.6 kilometers forward. Only at the beginning there has been Hagström, and then later Marianne Andersson and Ingrid Myhre a little bit faster than Ryabkina at that place. And at the same time we are having here this World Cup competition. At the same time, of course, the Prisma Rastit, over 1,000 participants in these national competitions here enjoying the very demanding terrain here at Lintukiima, as it's called, this map. It's something about the birds nesting time, the map name. And when we look at the situation now after Vinogradova and Hagström, who has now finished, so we are waiting for Mia Niittynen soon at 3.4 kilometers. We have there. She goes on a second place, 45. And then now I'm waiting for Mia Niittynen to come to 3.4 kilometers. Vendula Hodrikova from Czech Republic is next. We are waiting. She comes to 3.7 kilometers. Is there already 2 minutes behind leading Ryabkina, and then we wait for the duo on Mia Niittynen, Silje Ekrol-Jaren at 3.7 kilometers. Also, Ryabkina leads there by the time at 29:01. Ida Buba starting well, taking the second place at 1.2 kilometers, and now also here in the competition center at the screen you can follow and see what is the track like for the women. Ja myös täällä areenalla nyt voitte nähdä tuolta screeniltä hieman esittelyä naisten radasta, ja tuo ensimmäinen väliaika tulee rastilta numero 2. First time we are getting are from the control number 2, which we have now Sara Hagström in the lead. She is currently second here at the finish. Ida Boba second, only 6 seconds behind. Tatjana Ryabkina is 25 seconds behind Hagström at that place, and that means that 19 seconds behind Buba at 1.2 kilometers. And here you can also see how good runnability is there on the top of the hills, but then between the hill parts it's a little bit difficult and the visibility is not so good. Silje Ekrol-Jaren comes to 3.7 kilometers, is on a second place, 53 seconds behind Tatjana Ryabkina. And here is the second part of women's race before they enter this hill part, which is quite demanding, and 2.6 kilometers is the 8th control here. Our intermediate place at 2.6 kilometers, where we have Marianne Andersen just now taking the lead by 18.55. Marianne Andersen Norjasta ottaa kärkipaikan juuri tuolla rastilla numero 8. 55 sekuntia on hän edellä. Anteeksi, 41 sekuntia edellä Tatjana Ryabkina. 41 seconds is Andersen ahead of Tatjana Ryabkina at 2.6 kilometers, which you are just seeing here. Tomi Närvä from Hiidenkirtajat running there as a pre-runner and punching at that control. And then the last part, little bit route choices here in the end to the 9th, and also then forward from our last TV control, which will be control number 12. Downhill from that part. Mia Niittynen at 3.7 kilometers. Second place, 42 seconds behind leading Tatjana Ryabkina. Mia Niittynen kakkoseksi 3,7 kilometrissä, eli juuri tällä rastilla, minne Tomi Närmän juttu hieman huonompi kulkuisessa maastossa lähestyy. 42 sekuntia Ryabkinaa perässä.
napataan tuosta hyvin juossut Eija Rantala.
Sari Antonen also good start, only 3 seconds behind Sara Hagström now, and she is there 3 seconds faster than Ida Buba. And here you can see that it's not also so good runnability here in the last part when they are entering towards the stadium area or the competition center. It's a little bit difficult to run, but still quite good visibility. As I said, Sari Antonen, good time at 1.2 kilometers, takes the second place, and she is there 3 seconds faster than Ida Buba. Sara Hagström, who is currently on the second place here at the finish, is leading at that place, and there we saw the final part of the race. There is a route choice possibility to the 13th control. At the starting place, number 92 is Emma Johansson, Norway, and Fredrikstad Esku is her home club in Estonia, where they run the qualifying races. She was 10th, and we are now waiting also here at the finish. Another Norwegian, Silje Ekroll-Jaren, is pre-warned, and soon Silje is coming, and she is fighting for the second place. Ekroll-Jaren has punched on the second last control, and there she is, Norwegian, and she has now so much time that she is going to take the second place. 1 minute behind Tatjana Riepkina, Ekroll-Jaren is going to take the second place, and 1.5 minutes after Ekroll-Jaren started Mia Niittynen from Finland. And it's so that Ekroll-Jaren now takes the second place, pushing here very good, and gap to Riepkina is 55 seconds. Situation at the finish, Tatjana Riepkina leads by the time 33:48. Silje Ekroll-Jaren on the second place, and then Sara Hagström. And next we are waiting is Mia Niittynen. Mia Niittynen has punched at the second last control, and now we are waiting her to come. Are we seeing Mia? Yes, we are. Mia Niittynen from Finland and KV now heading towards the last control, and she is fighting for the second place together with Silje Ekroll-Jaren. Riepkina still keeps the lead. Ekroll-Jaren final time was 34:43, and now Mia Niittynen pushing as hard as she can. Ja sitten tulee Mia Niittynen, ja Mia taistelee nyt Ekroll-Jarenin kanssa tuosta kakkospaikasta eroa. Tulee tuo minuutin verran myös hänellä kärkinaiseen Tatjana Riepkinaan. Mia is giving everything here and finished with the time 34:36, 48 seconds behind leading Riepkina. Both Niittynen and Ekroll-Jaren could take some seconds here on the last 100 meters against Riepkina. So situation at the finish, Riepkina, Niittynen, Ekroll-Jaren, Hagström at the finish, when we have Yulia Novikova from Russia starting, representing also the organizing club Hiiden Kiertäjät. And at the same time, Ingrid Myhre at 2.6 kilometers is there 46 seconds behind Marianne Andersen, who is leading at that place, 41 seconds ahead of Riepkina, then Myhre 46 seconds. Lilian Forsgren is next one to come to 3.6 kilometers. Forsgren was at 1.2 kilometers, 51 seconds behind Sara Hagström. And now Forsgren is at soon at 3.7 kilometers, and the gap is quite close to 1 minute to Ryabkina. And here in GPS, synchronized situation, Sari Antonen, Tatjana Ryabkina, Mia Niittynen heading that hill part. Antonen leads by 15-20 seconds ahead of Ryabkina. Niittynen making a small mistake at that fourth control. And now Marianne Andersen is coming soon to that 8 control, 3.7, 12th control, 3.7 kilometers. Caroline Olsson, number 81. She was 4th in the sprint and now at 2.6 kilometers. Caroline Olsson takes there the 5th place, 1 minute 29 seconds behind leading Marianne Andersen at that place. And we are waiting for Marianne Andersen to next television control here at 3.7 kilometers. Lilian Forsgren has punched there 40 seconds behind Ryabkina, and soon also Andersen to come there. We are seeing her in the screen here also. Ryabkina's leading time 29:01. And it happens all the time. Ida Buba comes to 2.4 kilometers, is there only 15 seconds behind leading Marianne Andersson, who is coming now at 3.4 kilometers. And there we can see her Norwegian outfit approaching the 12th control at 3.7 kilometers. And from there is some route choices still to make, and quite difficult second last control also. Andersen checking out there where is the control, heading to that intermediate control, trying to find a good path. And there she is punching, taking the lead by 1 minute 13 seconds ahead of Ryabkina at 3.7 kilometers. So Marianne Andersen from Norway is in a good pace. She was second in Estonia in qualifying race after Wieder. So it looks very well. And here in GPS, Sari Antonen from Finland, she is a little bit ahead of Andersen, couple controls before 2.6 kilometers intermediate place. Interesting to see what's the situation at that place. And of course we know that Ida Buba is there in the same pace. Buba is only 15 seconds behind Andersen at 2.6 kilometers. And Sarina Jentzer, she has lost quite a lot at 1.2 kilometers, only in the beginning, almost 1.5 minutes, over 1.5 minutes behind leading teams there. And now Adela Indrakova, 1:12 behind Sara Hagström at 1.2 kilometers. And when we look at the situation to Sari Antonen, it's the same, 1:09. And there is Ida Buba at 2.6 kilometers, taking a second place, 15 seconds behind leading Marianne Andersen at that place. Andersen, who is now already running towards the finish. Nadia Wolinska is next to start. Wolinska, she was 17th in the sprint at the Thursday, and now soon Sari Antonen will be at the 8th control. There we see the GPS, Sari Antonen closing, has punched on the 7th control, and now we are waiting and see that from GPS that the gap is approximately 10-15 seconds, but soon we know it exactly when she is coming to this control, 8th control. Marianne Andersson leads there with the time 18:55, and from Finland Sari Antonen soon there, clock is ticking, and we are not seeing Sari yet. There she comes, Sari Antonen from Finland. Tulee nyt tuonne 2,6 kilometriin ja ottaa kärkipaikan erinomaisesti. Sari Antonen taking the lead by 19 seconds ahead of Marianne Andersen. And then we have here Lilian Forsgren, and Forsgren is going to take the second place. Gap is so big that to Mia Niittynen that she is going to take the second place ahead of Mia Niittynen, and the gap to Tatjana Ryabkina will be approximately 40 seconds when Lilian Forsgren has her last 50 meters to run. Here she comes, last meters, and Ryabkina still in the lead, Forsgren taking the second place. They're 29 seconds behind Tatjana Ryabkina, and at the same time Marianne Andersson is pre-warned, and soon we can see her coming to this field here at the competition center. Andersen is leading with over 1 minute and 20 seconds at the second last control. Marianne Andersen Norjasta tulossa ja menossa ylivoimaiseen kärkeen, eroa yli minuutti 20. Here is Marianne Andersen coming, and she is taking the lead. Excellent race from Andersen, punching there, and last 250 meters to run, and taking the lead by over 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then we have to wait and see how fast can Buba and Antonen run these last kilometers. Antonen is leading at 2.6 kilometers by 19 seconds ahead of Marianne Andersson, who is now turning the last corner and taking the lead. Excellent race from the Norwegian. Marianne Andersen taking the lead with the time 32:25, 1 minute 23 seconds ahead of Tatjana Ryabkina. And then we have to wait and see. Marianne Andersen leads, and Sari Antonen started 12 minutes later, and Ida Buba there, also Caroline Olsson ahead of her. And now Sofia Haajanen comes to 1.2 kilometers at the same time as Venla Harju, not a Finn, is starting her race. Sofia Haajanen taking the fourth place, 10 seconds behind, leading Sara Hagström at that place. And when we see the cap to Natofin Sari Antonen, it's only 7 seconds. And here is Sofia Haajanen at 1.2 kilometers. Sofia Haajanen 1.2 kilometers and taking there this fourth place, only 7 seconds behind, leading Sari Antonen. And here is some route choices made here after that intermediate control. Antonen was leading by 19 seconds at that 8th control. I was by myself also running there yesterday, and I thought a little bit same route choice that Sari, but it's if you have strength, maybe it's a little bit faster to run from the path towards that control. And now we are waiting for Caroline Olsson to 12th control, 3.7 kilometers. Olsson is coming there. We can see her cap will be a little bit over 1 minute when she comes to that 12th control. Andersen, Ryabkina, and now Ingrid Myhre there on the second place. 31 seconds is Myhre behind Andersen on the second place at that control. So Norwegians has 2 women in the lead at 3.7 kilometers. And there Olsson currently on the third place, just ahead of Ryabkina, 1 minute 4 seconds behind Andersen. And then we wait for Ida Buba next there. Same time Isia Bazet from France taking 7th place at 1.2 kilometers. Passe punching there 1 minute 41 seconds behind leading Hagström at that point, and we take a couple of seconds from that, we get the cap to Sari Antonen. Holior, next one to start, and see here is the gap between Andersen and Antonen after that long, and number 12, control number 12 is our intermediate control at 3.7 kilometers, and now it looks a little bit that Sari isn't quite sure where she is going. Now interesting to see Andersen and Antonen there synchronize GPS approaching the 10th control, and here to the 12th control we are waiting for Ida Buba, and clock is ticking. She has still 30 seconds left to be there. Ingrid Myhre is at the same time pre-warned. She is 36 seconds behind the leading Marianne Andersson at the second last control, and soon here on the field. So we have after that two Norwegians in the lead, Andersen, Myhre, and Buba coming to 3.7 kilometers. There is Myhre on the field here coming to finish, same time as Buba punching at 12th control, and is there 1 second faster than Marianne Andersen. And then here Ingrid Myhre, Norway, taking the second place after Marianne Andersson pushing as hard as she can. She was 22nd in a sprint and now also good middle distance race, so it looks good for her in front of tomorrow's long distance competition. Ingrid Myhre finishing there 32.50, 25 seconds behind Marianne Andersen, currently second place. At the starting place we have here Emma Johansson starting, and she is the woman to follow. Middle distance silver medalist from 2015 from Inverness, but both Swedish qualification competitions, a middle and long distance winner. So one to follow. Sofia Haajanen here coming a little bit, but quite close to Andersen. Haajanen still is there, although she went a little bit from right to left and left to right. And now soon we are waiting for Sari Antonen to come to 3.7 kilometers. Marika Teini, next one to start. Marika oli 23. sprinttiavauksessa ja nyt on lähdössä matkaan samaan aikaan kuin Sari Antosta. Odotamme jo 3,7 kilometriin. Ja sieltä kuvaa myös tulee. Sari Antonen is now approaching the 12th control at 3.7 kilometers. And clock is ticking. She has still 1 minute time to beat Ida Buba's time. Buba is 1 second ahead of Andersen at that place. And there she is. There is Sari Antonen approaching. Keurun kisailijoiden nainen lähestyy nyt tuota väliaikaa. Ja jos vain tuon rastin tuosta naulaa kunnolla, niin kärkeen mennään. There is Sari coming. Maybe seeing already the TV cameras in front of control. Taking a little bit different route choice to that control than it Andersen earlier. And Buba, and now Antonen punching there, is taking the lead. 23 seconds ahead of Ida Buba. Sari Antonen leads this competition. No, Sari Antonen siis kärkeen 23 sekuntia ero tässä vaiheessa. Ja Caroline Olsson tulee ja taistelee nyt nelospaikasta. Caroline Olsson fighting for the 4th place or 3rd place with Tatjana Ryabkina. Depending the seconds, Ryabkina's time goes there, and Olsson in the finish there, taking the 4th place. Only 2 seconds behind Ryabkina. Vain 2 sekuntia eroa Ryabkinan ja Olssonin välillä. Olsson neljänneksi. So situation at the finish is Andersen, Myhre, Ryabkina, Olsson, when we are already waiting for Ida Buba to come. And soon she is here on the field she has punched on the second last control. Ida Buba on lähestymässä maalia, on leimannut jo toiseksi viimeisellä rastilla ja hetken kuluttua tulossa saman aikaan kuin Anastasia Rydnaja lähdössä matkaan. Anastasia Rydnaja is starting her competition when we have Ida Buba from Denmark here on the field, and now it's very tight between Andersen and Buba. Is it going to be Buba who is leading this race? She is pushing very hard, clock is ticking. I'm not counting seconds here at the arena. She knows that everything has to be done here in the end. Buba or Andersen leading this competition. Turning here, last 50 meters left. And ahead of her runs Ursula Gadan from Austria also. And now Buba in a finishing here. And then we wait for exact time. They came so time at the same time with Gadan to finish. And we wait for a small while when we get the official time for Ida Buba. There it's very tight between Buba. She takes the lead by 17 seconds. She was quite strong here in the end. Ida Buba takes the lead with the time 32.08, 17 seconds faster than Marianne Andersen. And Venla Harju approaching the second control. At 1.2 kilometers, small mistakes there and punching there on a 16th place. 51 seconds behind the leading Hagström at that place and 48 seconds behind Sari Antonen. Merja Rantanen starting her race. And here GPS from Harju and Antonen. Here you can see Harju's mistakes at the first control, and then towards the second one it was quite smoothly there, but small mistake. And then we have Lina Strand at that same control taking the lead by 7 seconds ahead of Sari Antonen and Hagström there on the second place. But we know that Hagström made mistakes after that place and lost over 1 minute. And when we see the situation, Hagström lost over 3 minutes to currently leader Ida Buba. Saila Kinni seuraavana, viimeinen suomalainen lähdössä matkaan. Kangasalan SM-kilpailujen ykkönen odottaa vuoroaan. Lähtövälihän on 1,5 minuuttia. Saila Kinni next one to start, and we have Sari Antonen here finishing. Sari Antonen lähestyy maalia ja nyt mennään kärkeen. Sari Antonen tulee ja rutistaa kaikki sekunnit koveen. Käsiä yhteen, hyvä kotiyleisö. And Sari Antonen is coming here and she is taking the lead. Ida Buba ran very well these last 100 meters, but it looks that the seconds are on Sari's side and she is taking the lead. In front of her comes also Alva Olsson here finishing. Alva Olsson first. At the finish, Olsson goes currently now on the 4th place, but drops 1 down when Sari Antonen is taking the lead, and the leading time is now 31.48. 20 seconds ahead of Ida Buba, Sari Antonen in the lead. Sari Antonen 20 sekunnilla kärkeen, 31.48. Sofia Haajanen samaan aikaan tämä on jo seuraava. Tuolla 2.6 kilometers, 55 seconds behind on a currently 4th place. Sofia Haajanen, Antonen leads there. And then we are waiting for Emma Johansson soon to come to 1.2 kilometers. So controls number 2 and 8 are our intermediate controls, and now Emma Johansson here approaching this second control. She has started well. Sari Antonen is currently there on a 3rd place. Lina Strand leading. Antonen who leads here at the finish with a good time, 31.48. Emma Johansson comes here and we see a good start from her. Middle distance and long distance qualifying competition winner in Swedish qualification competition towards Estonian World Championships. And Johansson takes the lead. Control is coming there. A couple of 10 meters left to punch. It's quite tight now. There she's punching and taking the lead by 3 seconds ahead of Lina Strand. Sari Antonen 10 seconds after on the 4th place. Situation at the finish: Antonen, Buba, Andersen, Myhre, Olsson, top 5. And here is synchronized GPS. Antonen, Strand almost side by side. Gap between these two women was at second control after 1.2 kilometers, only 7 seconds. Now it's a little bit more maybe, but we have to wait and see when we see the exact situation at 8th control. Marika Teini now coming to that same control. We saw just Emma Johansson taking the lead with the time 7:59, and Marika has started also very well. A little bit over 100 meters to run and half a minute time to be there. Teini, who was on a 23rd place on a Thursday's sprint. And in middle distance qualification competition at Estonia, she was 5th fastest. So we can wait a good result from Finn here. Marika Teini näin 1,2 ja menee ykköseksi kärkeen. Tuli nopeasti, hienosti tuon ykkös-kakkos rastin välin ja kärkiaika. Marika Teini taking the lead. She was there 10. Wait, we see. We have to count a little bit here. Marika was on that first to second control 9 seconds faster than Emma Johansson, so fluently she took that. When we have Maija Alm at the starting place, Alm who took 120 bonus seconds from the sprint race from Thursday to this miniature here at Lojo. When she won that race, 5 times world champion is ready and eager to fight for the podium places also today. Anastasia Rudnaja has started well because she has still 30 seconds time to be at the second control. Head is up when she is looking where is the control, and she's coming smoothly. There she sees it and she takes the lead. Anastasia Rudnaja from Russia, now currently leader at 1.2 kilometers. 15 seconds faster than Marika Teini, and Sari Antonen, who is leading here at the finish, is 26 seconds behind, leading Anastasia Rudnaja at 1.2 kilometers. Isia Basset from France is next one to finish, and Basset is fighting for the 8th place, just behind Tatiana Ryabkina and ahead of Caroline Olsson. And she takes the 7th place. She was stronger than Ryabkina here in the finish. One last couple of 100 meters. So with the time 33:45, Basset takes the 7th place. Emily Kemp from Canada. World ranking position is 6th for this Canadian. And for example, in Finnish championships, she was 7th. Last weekend in Finnish championships. Merja Rantanen also approaching now. Rantanen started 1.5 minutes after Rudnaja, heading towards the second control. And soon coming there. Interesting to follow Rantanen-Kinni duo. And here is Rantanen now approaching, but as you can see, Rudnaja's time code there. And the gap from there will be over 30 seconds at the moment when Rantanen is punching. Also Teini, Johansson, Strand keep their positions. Then Rantanen comes to the second control at 1.2 kilometers. Gap is over 30 seconds, as I said here. when she's punching there the beginning of this race. And the gap is exactly 38 seconds from Meri Rantanen to leading Anastasia Rudnaja. At the same time, we are waiting soon Emma Johansson to come to 3.7 kilometers when Sabine Hauswirth from Switzerland is next one to start. Also Sabine ran Finnish championships here at Kangasala last weekend, was 9th when Saila Kinni was the Finnish champion. But at Estonia she was fifth fastest at the middle distance qualifying race, so everything is possible for this. And here is synchronized CBS. Rudnaja, Teini, Antonen. Rudnaja making a small mistake there on the third control, or that's not so small mistake. Over half a minute mistake for Anastasia Rudnaja. Control after this one, where we have now Saila Kinni coming, taking soon quite the same time that Sofia Haajanen here. So 8th, 9th place for Saila Kinni, a little bit over 30 seconds behind leading Rudnaja, but we saw the mistake that Rudnaja made the control after that. Kinni now currently there on the 9th place. Emma Johansson now at 8th there at 3.7 kilometers. And then one of the favorites, of course, for today's race, Helena Jansson at the starting place. Was in the winning team of Sweden on Wednesday. 9th in sprint, make small mistakes there in the end. And now starting her race. At the GPS we have Teini and Antonen synchronized situation at after 4th control. And then when we are looking what's happening between Teini and Antonen at that after 4th control, we are waiting for Sofia Haajanen to come at 3.7 kilometers. But the clock is ticking already quite a lot. And here comes Haajanen. And clock is ticking that she is over 2 minutes behind now there after Sari Antonen. 11th place for Sofia Haajanen, and then Svetlana Mironova coming to the first intermediate control. Mironova comes there, and she has lost for Rudnaja here. She has still come a little bit time, but it takes almost half a minute from that marsh to come up to that small hill and punch on the second control. But as I said, we saw mistake that Rudnaja made on the third control, and that cost her over 30 seconds. Mironova nyt tuonne 1,2. Siellä Rudnaja pitää kärkipaikkaa, mutta kaikki näimme tuon virheen, jonka hän teki heti kolmosrastilla, yli puolen minuutin virheen. Mironova on a second place, 14 seconds behind Rudnaja, only 1 second ahead of Teini and Johansson. Antonen is on that place, 12 seconds behind leading Mironova. When second last to start is Natalia Kemperle. World ranking position is 3rd. Judith Wider is having now a baby holiday. We have had some beautiful news from Switzerland. She's waiting a baby and leaves this season now, and then comes back, I believe, after having the baby. And then Kimberley starting her race. Holy Ore from Great Britain now at eighth control, 2.6 kilometers. They're on a sixth place, 51 seconds behind, leading Lina Strand at that place. And last one to start, Tove Alexandersson, Sweden. And here we have favorite number one for today's race. World champion from both the middle and long distance last summer. So here is the woman I believe to beat in today's race. Maja Alm now coming to 1.2 kilometers. And one thing to remember, that Tove was second in Thursday's sprint. That means that she gathered 90 bonus seconds for tomorrow's long distance race. Maja Alm, but the gap is, it's quite a lot. It's over 30 seconds to Rudnaja. And Emily Kemp is also coming soon, and if Kemp is keeping a good pace and Alm does some mistakes, Kemp and Maja Alm can be together very soon. So Maja Alm taking now the second control, but as you see, the gap is, it's over 1 minute, almost 1 minute. 57 seconds from Rudnaja to Alm, and Alm is on the 17th place here. And Marika Teini, we are waiting her. First there is Emma Johansson, but Marika Teini is coming soon also. Emma Johansson punching there. And she is currently 7th place, and Marika Teini soon also there at the 3.6 kilometers. Emily Kemp has started well. And coming to that second control at 1.2 kilometers. Kemp now currently on a third place, only 15 seconds behind leading Anastasia Rudnaja and 1 second behind Mironova. Same time Marika Teini punching at the 2.6 kilometers on the second place after Lina Strand, and Sofia Haajanen here on the competition center finishing her race. Sofia Haajanen rutistaa kaikki mikä jaloistaan pääsee, tappelee nyt 10 paikasta yhdessä Emma Johanssonin norjalaisen kanssa. Sofia Haajanen fighting with Emma Johansson about the 10th place, and the clock is ticking, and Emma Johansson is keeping her 10th place. Sofia Haajanen goes just ahead of Lilian Forsgren there on 11th place. 2 minutes 24 seconds behind leading Sari Antonen on 11th place, 34:12 time. And here is Marika Teini at that 2.3 kilometers, 6 seconds behind leading Lina Strand. Good start from Marika Teini. Quite same pace has Strand and Teini kept from start to 2.6 kilometers. And then we have 4 women to come to 1.2 kilometers. First, Sabine Hauswirth from Switzerland, approaching 1.2 kilometers intermediate control. Head is turning there, and she looks the right direction after the punching. This control heading towards the third one, and also looking where is the control. There it is, and Hauswirth punching there. 33 seconds behind leading athletes there. And at the same time, we have now Anastasia Rudnaja soon coming to 2.6 kilometers here. Teini Rantanen. Rantanen making a mistake at the 4th control, and that is quite a big mistake. She didn't see the control immediately there, and losing seconds. Rantanen siellä todella paljon menetti sekunteja nelosrastilla tuon virheen myös vuoksi, kun meillä Helena Jansson, Natalia Kemberle ja Tove Alexandersson vielä tänne 1,2 kilometriin tulevatta. Helena Jansson there now coming, and We know that the Rudnaja made mistakes after this control. Rudnaja leads. What more important is to see the gap to Mironova, Kemp, Strand, Teini and Antonen. And here you can see she is a little bit ahead of this group. 6 seconds ahead of Mironova, takes the second place at that place. Rudnaja leading there, but she had made mistakes. And then Lina Strand coming now to 3.7 kilometers. And is she going to take the lead? Ahead of there is Natalia Efimova and Venla Harju. She has catched these already. And there she is in a lead, 26-34. 50 seconds ahead of Sari Antonen. 50 sekunnilla kärkeen. Lina Strand on ajanut siinä jo lähes Venla Harjun kiinni. 1,5 minuuttia eroa. Venla Harju nyt viidentenä 1.16 perässä. 1:16 is Venla Harju behind Lina Strand at 3.7 kilometers when we have Natalia Kemberle coming to 1.2 kilometers. And at the finish we had Yulia Novikova from Russia finishing 23rd, 36.06 this time for her, when another Russian, Natalia Kemperle, comes there, but is making there a little bit small mistakes, maybe 5 seconds. Just saw the camera and head towards it and then noticed it that okay, the control is not there. Kemberle on a 9th place, 26 seconds behind. Leading Hagström at that place. And then Alexandersson still to come there. Saila Kinni at the same time at 2.6 kilometers. Saila Kinni 2,6 kilometrin kuudenneksi, 34 sekuntia Lina Strandin jälkeen. Eli ihan iskuetäisyydellä. Nyt jos jalkaa löytyy tähän loppuun ja tarkkuutta, niin Saila on iskuetäisyydellä. And we are waiting Tuve Alexandersson there to come, and then we have all the women past this 1.2 kilometers place. And Alexandersson is coming well. Rudnaja leads, but we know that she made the mistakes, as I said many times. Same time, Ida-Marie Björgul finishing here and finishing with the time 34-34, 13th place, 2 minutes 46 seconds behind Sari Antonen, 13th place. Tuve Alexandersson takes the second place, 6 seconds behind Rudnaja, but she is 2 seconds ahead of Helena Jansson at that place. Rudnaja is already at 2.6 kilometers, over 1 minute behind Lina Strand there on 12th place. So situation at 1.2 kilometers there. And the fight is now Alexandersson, Jansson, Mironova, Kemp, Strand, Teini, Kemperle, Haustvirth, Kinni, Johansson in that group. Strand leading already at 3.4 kilometers, 2.6 kilometers. And also, of course, at 3.7 kilometers, where we are now waiting for Emma Johansson. But she's going to lose over half a minute to Lina Strand at 3.7 kilometers. Eli nyt suomalaisittain Saila Kinni ja Marika Teini ovat mukana tuossa top 10 taistelussa tämän päivän kisan osalta, kun Lina Strand on meillä jo varoitettu samaan aikaan, kun Emma Johansson on tulossa väliaikaan. Lina Strand is pre-warned and soon heading here at the same time that Emma Johansson is coming and is looking control. We can see she is stopping there and isn't quite sure where is the control, and now clock is ticking. She is losing their seconds. And same time Lina Strand is here on the field, and Strand is going to take the lead. Sari Antonen is falling from the lead to the second place. Strand is taking the lead by almost 50 seconds, maybe over 50 seconds. Ja siinä tulee tämän hetken kärkinainen Lina Strand Ruotsista ja tulee ottamaan kärkipaikan sprintin kolmonen. Lina Massa third in the sprint, so it looks very good for Lina this race and taking the lead with over 50 seconds. 30 minutes 56 seconds is the time and 52 seconds faster than Sari Antonen, and Natalia Efimova comes there on a 12th place, 3 minutes and 7 seconds lower time, and Venla Harju take the 5th place, 1:42 behind leading Lina Strand. Venla Harju siis viidenneksi, 1:42 on ero Lina Strandiin, kun Marika Teini lähestyy nyt. Emma Johansson leimasi, mutta ero minuutti 8 sekuntia Lina Strandiin. Emma Johansson punched there, she found this control, but the gap is 1 minute 8 seconds to Lina Strand, and now Marika Teini on a second place, 29 seconds behind Lina Strand. 29 sekuntia Marikalla takaa ajettavaa tähän loppuun viimeiselle kilometrille. Toivottavasti siinä riittää voimia Marikalla rutistaa tämä loppu lennokkaasti. Ja tässä nähdään tuota Marikan vauhtia. Here we can see Marika heading there in the forest from control. This was the 11th control before the control we saw her punching just a moment ago. So situation at the finish, Strand, Antonen, Buba, Andersen, Harju, when we are waiting for Maija Alm to 2.6 kilometers. There she is, and Lina Strand keeping her pole position. 29 seconds is Alm behind Strand at that place. So it's getting even tighter and tighter. Gap between Strand and Teini was only 6 seconds at that place. Now it's 29 after 1 kilometer later. And here Strand and Teini. And there Marika lost some seconds coming to the 9th control. And also a little bit uncertain there going to the 10th. And then no differences there before the 12th control. Emily Kempe approaching the control here, number 8. And interesting to see. And there is Emily. And Emily taking the lead. Canadian taking the lead by 7 seconds ahead of Lina Strand at 2.6 kilometers. This also so sunny and happy Canadian is leading. Ja näin Emily Kemp kärkeen, Angelminankkureiden nainen siis johtaa nyt kilpailua 2,6 kilometrin kohdalla, kun sinne vielä 4 naista on tulematta. Holly Orr from Great Britain, next one to finish, and Holly Orr is fighting with Venla Harju about the 5th place. Nyt katsotaan, pitääkö Venla Harjun 5. paikka tämän hyökkäyksen, ja Emma Johansson on myös varoitettu. Holly Orr approaching here, Venla Harju's time 32:38. And it looks that Venla is keeping her 5th place because that goes there, and also Emma Johansson is pre-warned. And soon coming here, Holly Orr, good race, and takes now currently 6th place, 1 minute 51 seconds behind leader Lina Strand, 30 minutes 56 seconds, and then we have here Emma Johansson heading towards finish, and Emma is going to take the 3rd place behind Strand and Antonen. Eli Emma Johansson nyt menee siihen juuri Ida Bubahin eteen 3. tällä hetkellä siis. Strand, Antonen, Johansson, Buba will be the order at the finish. And also Marika Teini is soon here, is pre-warned. Johansson finishing 3rd fastest, 1 minute 1 second behind Lina Strand time. 31:57, and then we are waiting for Marika Teini, and there she comes. Ja sieltä tulee Marika Teini, ja Marika on rutistanut hyvän kilpailun. Eroa tuolla toiseksi viimeisellä rastilla oli 24 sekuntia kärkinaisen Lina Strandin Ruotsista, ja Marika taistelee tänään kyllä top 6 sijoituksesta, se on varmaa. And here comes the flying Finn, Marika Teini pushing as hard as she can. There goes Lina Strand's leading time, and she has still 100 meters to run. Pushing everything, the gap was 24 seconds at the second last control when Marika is coming here. Good race, and she takes the second place time 23 seconds is the gap. 23 sekuntia on ero Strandin ja Teinin välillä tämän päivän kilpailussa. And then another Finn, Saila Kinni, approaching 3.7 kilometers. And there she comes. Saila has catch up Merja Rantanen and Anastasia Rudnaja. These three are together. And Saila is best out of these three. Saila Kinni parhaana näistä kolmesta. Merja Rantanen menee siinä edellä. Anastasia Rudnaja, joka aloitti hyvin, mutta sortunut sen jälkeen virheisiin. Ja Saila menee neljänneksi. 56 sekuntia ero Lina Strandin. Kinni takes the fourth place. 56 seconds behind Lina Strand. And then here, Helena Jansson taking the lead. Has catch up Sabine Hauswirth at 2.6 kilometers. Jansson leads with the time 17:31. Emily Kemp is 45 seconds behind. And then Tuve Alexandersson making a big mistake at the fourth control. This haven't we seen so many times, that Tuve is making mistakes, and that's costing time quite a lot. When we speculated first that it might be Tuve to beat, it looks now another way around. It's Helena Jansson to beat. Jansson, who was 9th in the sprint and took 10 bonus seconds from that race. And now Natalia Kemberle takes the second place. 43 seconds is the gap to Helena Jansson. And we know that Tuve made the big mistake, as we saw there. Interesting to see how big that mistake was. She knows that now she needs to push up more pace. Here, Jansson, Kemp, Strand in synchronized GPS. And quite straight the women are running this 8th to 9th control. I was discussing with the advisors yesterday, and they were in that opinion that women will run to the path, and from there my opinion was that the straight is better, and they are using that one. And here is now Mironova approaching the 3.7 kilometers place, and she is in that same group with Antonen and Kinni. Teini is there half a minute ahead of these two. And if I'm hearing right, I got the information that Marika Teini is not starting tomorrow. She is thinking if she is starting or not starting tomorrow because of this situation. Always here in the springtime there is so much stuff in the air that the breathing is not so good. And here is Mironova now taking the fourth place, 52 seconds behind leading Strand, and only 2 seconds behind Antonen, and 4 seconds ahead of Kinni. And here Emily Kemp making a mistake at the 10th control. When we soon wait for Emily Kemp to come, here is Maja Alm punching at the 11th control, heading towards our intermediate control at 3.7 kilometers, where we have Lina Strand in the lead. And here is Saila Kinni at the second last control. And Saila is there now on the 6th place. 1 minute 12 seconds behind Lina Strand. Ja siinä on Saila jäänyt tästä lopusta, kun Merja Rantanen ja Anastasia Rydnaja tulevat jo viimeiselle rastille, ja Saila on sitten sieltä hetken päästä tulossa. Sieltä tulee Sailakin pellolle. So first Rantanen and Rydnaja and then Kinni. And Saila is fighting for the 6th place now with Marianne Andersen and Ida Buba. 5th, 6th place. First Merja Rantanen here finishing. Rantanen final time 33.21. Currently 11th but drops down 1 position when Saila comes. Rydnaja 34.56 and only 26th place. And now Saila Kinni pushing everything that she can. Finnish champion from this spring takes now here at the Finnish 6th place. Kuudenneksi menee 32.14, 1.18 ero kärkeen Liina Strandiin ja 6 sekuntia jää siihen Ida Bubahin eroa. Saila Kinni taking the 6th place, 1.18 behind leading Liina Strand. And then Maija Alm punching there, 48 seconds behind Liina Strand. And the gap to Marika Teini, it's only 19 seconds. Eli Alm nyt kolmanneksi 19 sekuntia Marika Teinin jälkeen leimaa tuolla rastilla. Numero 12, 3,7 kilometrin kohdalla, jonne odotetaan nyt Emily Kemppiä, joka teki virheen siinä aikaisemmin. Emily Kemp, she made a mistake there earlier, and now we're waiting. And at the same time I'm looking the time that Tuve Alexandersson is 2.5 minutes behind at 2.3 kilometers. Tuve Alexandersson 2,5 minuuttia tuolla edellisellä paikalla perässä, joten se Tuven virhe oli 2 minuutin luokkaa. And here is Emily Kemp, and Kemp goes on a 3rd place, 43 seconds behind Liina Strand. And that means that she's 14 seconds behind. And here, Tuve Alexandersson, and as I said, 2.5 minutes behind leading Helena Jansson at 2.6 kilometers. And soon Helena Jansson coming here to 3.7 kilometers, and it looks that if she is not making any mistakes in the end, Helena Jansson will be the queen today. She has started very well this World Cup season. And then we count minutes and seconds for tomorrow's long distance race. But first the focus is in today's middle distance race. Here comes Jansson, a little bit on the right from her ankle. Looking where is my control. And Sabine Hausfeld is there behind her. There they are coming. And clock is ticking, and here you can see the gap is 1 minute and 2 seconds to Liina Strand. And Sabine Hausfeld, when she is 1.5 minutes behind, is currently on a 3rd place with the same time as Marika Teini. Svetlana Mironova finishing her race and fighting for the 5th place, just with Ida Buba and Emma Johansson, who is going to be Emma Johansson keeping her 4th place, and then Ida Buba. Smironova goes just ahead of Buba on the 5th place, 32.05, 1 minute 9 seconds behind leading Liina Strand. Helena Jansson so leading there, and Maija Alm soon here at the arena. Here she comes. And Maija Alm pushing here. And here comes Maija Alm, and Maija Alm fighting for podium position. Marika Teini or Maija Alm on the 2nd place. Teini's time goes here, so Marika keeping her 2nd place so far, and Maija is going on a 3rd place. Then we are waiting for Kemperle and Jansson, also Hausfeld, Kemp, possibility to be in the top 3. Maija Alm finishing here, currently 3rd place, 31, 33, 37 seconds behind leading Liina Strand at the moment. And then we go back into forest and wait for Natalia Kemperle. And it looks that the gap to Helena Jansson is that 1 minute that it was to Liina Strand. So Helena Jansson will be over 1 minute faster than any other women in today's race. Then it's going to be the fight for the second place. There are now Kemperle, Hauswirth and also Kemp quite close to each other. Strand and Deini currently first and second here at the finish, but we know that Jansson is 1 minute faster than they. Kemperle taking now the second place, 54 seconds behind Helena Jansson, and is there 8 seconds faster than Lina Strand. So it's tight, it's tight. And here is Emily Kemp on last control, pushing very hard, and Kemp is going to take the 4th place after Maja Alm. So still Lina Strand leads, Marika Teini second, Maja Alm third, and now Emily Kemp taking the 4th place, coming as hard as she can, but the seconds are just gliding away from her. There goes Maja Alm's time, and then Sari Antonen currently on the 4th place, but under that time Emily Kemp comes 31:43, 47 seconds behind leading Lina Strand. Kemp takes the 4th place. So situation at the finish. Tilanne maalissa: Strand, Teini, Alm, Kemp, Antonen, Johansson, Mironova, Buba, Kinni, Andersen. There is the top 10. When we have now Helena Jansson. And here comes the today's competition winner. Here comes the winner, that can I promise you. Tässä tulee päivän voittaja Helena Jansson, Ruotsi. Ja Sabine Hauswirth perässä, ja katsotaan mikä tuo ero tulee. Nouseeko Hauswirth peräti podiumille tällä erolla? Helena Jansson coming there, and Sabine Hauswirth has lost 1.5 minutes. Is that enough to come to the podium also at the same time? But Helena Jansson is going to be a winner today. What a race from Helena Jansson. She's going to win all the others by almost 1 minute. Natalia Kemperle is coming there. The gap was 54 seconds to Jansson at 3.7 kilometers. And here Jansson, Kemperle, Hauswirth at the finish. And the time 29:45. 1 minute 11 seconds faster than Lina Strand. And that means also that when we get Sabine Hauswirth's time there, she goes 4 seconds faster than Marika Teini, currently on a 3rd place.
Well done, thanks.
But then we have to wait for Natalia Kemperle to come. Kemperle was 54 seconds behind leading Jansson at 3.7 kilometers. And here is the fight between Kemperle and Strand. Synchronized GPS, a little bit ahead is Kemperle here, approaching the second last control where she soon will be. Helena Jansson leads with the time 29:45, and now Kemperle. This is the second last control. We are waiting her to come. Clock is ticking to that place. We know that the gap was 54 seconds to Jansson. And Kemperle is already there. So know that the time is ticking, so Kemperle is there and Jansson is at the finish. So the gap is 48 seconds at the second last control. So she is going to take the second place. Ja sieltä tulee Natalia Kemperle pellolle, ja hän tulee olemaan päivän kilpailun kakkonen. Eroa on 50 sekuntia Helena Janssonin tuolla toiseksi viimeisellä rastilla. And here comes Natalia Kemperle, and she will be second in today's competition. Gap was 50 seconds to Helena Jansson, but she was 20 seconds ahead of Lina Strand at the second last control. So she is going to take the second place in today's race. Excellent race from Natalia Kemperle from Russia also here today. She was 6th in the sprint, get 20 bonus seconds, and now second place today, 50 seconds behind Helena Jansson. So that means when Jansson gets 10 bonus seconds, the gap between these ladies will be a little bit under 40 seconds after sprint and a middle distance race. So Jansson, Kemberle, Strand, Hausvirth, Teini, Alm, Kemp, Antonen, Johansson, Mironova is top 10 today when we have Tuve Alexander still in the finish, but she has lost over 2.5 minutes at 3.7 kilometers. She was 2 minutes 39 seconds behind leading Jansson. Eli kärkikymppi on selvillä. Tuve Alexandersson lähestyy sieltä maalia, mutta eroa on 3,7 kilometrissä jo 2 minuuttia 39 sekuntia. Eli tuo iso virhe nelosrastilla kostautuu ja sen jälkeen ero on pysynyt Janssonin nähden samana. Kuitenkin Tuven tuntien kaikki on mahdollista huomenissa pitkää matkaa silmällä pitäen. And now we wait for Helena Jansson to finish, Tuve Alexandersson to finish. It's going to take some minutes, but top 10. Helena Jansson, Natalia Kemberle, Lina Strand, Sabine Hausvirth, Marika Teini, Maja Alm, Emily Kemp, Sari Antonen, Emma Johansson.
Du måste vara så nöjd.
Jag är jättenöjd. Jag kämpade i förrgår på sprinten med att låta orienteringen styra farten och sprang lite för fort på slutet och tappade huvudet. Så nu har jag verkligen försökt låta orienteringen och inte löpningen få bestämma och det har funkat bättre.
Först i sprintstafett, i sprinten inte på pallen men nu också vinnare. Vad säger du om de här 3 tävlingarna?
Det har varit en helt fantastisk säsongsinledning för mig. Så mycket bättre än förväntat och det känns jätteroligt att få vara här och tävla. Finland är ju helt underbart att orientera i. Och så att få springa i skogen nu efter de här fina stadssprintarna är jättekul.
Har din preparation varit så bra att du visste att du kunde göra så här eller vad har det varit?
Jag har haft en jättebra vinter och fått vara frisk och ganska skadefri ändå. Så jag visste att det var bra men konkurrensen på de här tävlingarna är ju så otroligt bra. Det finns så många duktiga tjejer så det gäller ju att verkligen ha dagen också så jag är superglad.
Okej, och vi ses så vad ska hända imorgon då. Tack och grattis.
Tack!
And then Tuve Alexandersson is coming to the last control, but mistakes at the fourth control has cost her over 2 minutes. And here is Tuve Alexandersson, and that, as I said, over 2 minutes on the fourth control. And the gap will be over 2.5 minutes to winner Helena Jansson in today's race. And after Tuve has finished the flowering ceremony, top 3 athletes will please come to the podium area. And here, Tuve Alexandersson, last year's world champion in middle and long distance, finished today on 14th place, 2 minutes 42 seconds behind winning Helena Jansson, also from Sweden. Dramatic, excellent race have we seen this women's race and the men's race. It has started also. Helena Jansson, Natalia Kemberle, Lina Strand, Sabine Hausvirth, Marika Teini top 5, followed by Maja Alm, Emily Kemp, Sari Antonen, Emma Johansson and Svetlana Mironova. And then men's competition live stream here from Finland will start at 15:15. We are going to have the flowering ceremony here first from this race, and then we say bye-bye for a while here from Finland for our live stream spectators. And I hope all the athletes are ready there for the flowering ceremony, and we are starting that now. So top 3 athletes hopefully are ready there. If Ville could wave some hand that everything is okay there. the podium, excellent. Lina Strand from Sweden, today is number 3. And gets forward from the competition director. And then second today, Natalia Kemperle